Good morning. I've woken up to quite a bit of cloudy weather. I feel like November was genuinely 2 days long because how have I woken up and it's November 23rd? But today is my day off and I've made it a point to have absolutely no social plans. Just spend the day all by myself. It's been a really long time since I've just had the whole day uninterrupted to myself. So I'm very excited to just see what I can get up to. Just do my own thing. But right now I'm just gonna do some journaling in bed and see where the day takes me from there. Basically have the same thing for breakfast every day, and that's 3 boiled eggs and a big granola bowl. The only thing that really changes is the toppings that I put on for the granola bowl. So today I'm going for some apples, and I bought some soft figs. They look like that, which is I don't know if you can see. They're like all brown and mushy, but I love them. I'm gonna put 2. My timer just went off for the eggs. So I'm just transferring them into a pot of cold water. And I'm just gonna let them cool for a bit so this just stops them from cooking because I like them quite soft and jammy. So the rest of the granola bowl is, Greek yogurt, no added sugar muesli, and no added sugar granola with cashews and coconut from Lidl. Then I have some cashew butter that's all just in the middle. So it's around 6:30 and I just got home. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Tonight I'm having, well, I have the same thing actually every day. So I don't know why I'm saying tonight, but I eat chicken thighs and rice every single day with maybe just like some different vegetable. I just can't think of what to eat all the time. So I just stick to the same thing. Yeah, I think on the side today I'm gonna have Brussels sprouts and red lentil soup because I have some from Sainsbury's and I love that soup. So yeah, that's it. Okay, well, that's my dinner. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but it tastes really good. And I've got my soup as well. Yeah. Hi there. Well, it's a completely different day from the one I was filming earlier. It's about 1 week later, and so much has happened. I feel so crazy different from literally just a week ago. My best friend from home, my sister, my soul partner, my everything in life, best friend, Johanna. She decided to visit me at the end of this month, and it ended up genuinely being the most perfect final 5 days in Edinburgh until I fly home back to Manila tomorrow. Yeah, I guess on that note, I am flying back tomorrow and it's now actually 3 in the morning. And I kind of just finished packing. Like, kind of. I'm not fully done yet. I still have stuff to do in the morning. But yeah, Johanna being here for the past few days has been just... She brings out a side of me that I honestly wonder what it would be like if she was just always living by my side, you know? Because I'm just filled with this unshakable confidence whenever we're together. And it has changed my outlook on what I can achieve in Edinburgh. And I've been living here for the past 4.5 years, and I have never felt like this before. And it's the last 5 days I have in this place, and I've somehow been changed so drastically that I almost don't know what to do with it. I think I wasn't expecting much of Johanna coming here, but this past 5 days was for the books. I don't know. There was just something about the energy. I felt indestructible. On top of this, 2 days before she arrived, I got an email from this company that I thought I wasn't going to be able to work with. I'm struggling to explain this because I feel like I don't want to go on and on and on about the exact details of what has happened in my life. What I want to get across is the essence and the lesson that I've kind of learned from like this whole experience. So imagine this company is one of the companies of my dreams. I want to work for them really bad, but I had an opportunity with them to have an interview in September that fell through, and 2 months later, it was actually like right before I went to London. In my previous video, you could see that I went to London. That was for a different job interview for a different company in a completely different field. It's actually in hospitality. Of course, I was super excited about that, as you can see in the video. But with this company that I'm talking about now, they're an art firm, and it's definitely way more tailored towards my passions. I had this feeling of inadequacy when it came to my abilities to do well within the art firm. So I really held myself back from really giving it my all. You know, like reaching out to them multiple times, like really honing in on like, please hire me or please give me this opportunity. Because I almost thought that the fact that they even gave me an interview or gave me like an even indication that they wanted me was them doing me a massive favor, because that's how inadequate I felt. I look back and I see how obvious that is, but it was not as like a conscious thought as I make it out to seem now, where I can explain it quite clearly. It was completely unconscious. And I think that when I look at it now, there was a lot of discomfort that I felt thinking about what it was that was holding me back from being confident about my abilities to benefit this company or to, you know, really take a chance on myself. It was confronting that thought was incredibly painful, and it really makes you see like the ugly side of yourself that you almost want to keep away for as long as you can. But I feel that the moment I confronted it and I said it out loud, even just to myself, like, okay, the reason why I've been holding myself back is because I believe that I'm inadequate. It almost feels so small and so like feeble and pointless. It's like, okay, so what? Cool, you think that. What are you gonna do about that? Anything? Like, you know? And going back to the original storyline. So this art firm reached out to me several times. They were knocking on my door. And every time I would respond, I would be like, yeah, you know, like, and then leave it again, and then, you know, close that door in my head, and then keep going for this hospitality job, because the hospitality job to me is so comfortable. I know that I'm like, I've got this in the bag. I felt comfortable with my skills because it's something that I had been working in for the past couple years, and it was a safe option in my head. I knew that if I did the interview, I would do well, and that made me feel safe. Was it necessarily what I want in life? No. Not at all, actually, not at all. But I convinced myself so, like, entirely. And so 2 days before my friend Johanna came, sorry, the story's all over the place, I got an email from the actual founder of the art firm asking me to come in for an interview. It was to be in 2 days. And so this was like the first real kind of concrete interview. So this time I knew, okay, I gotta lock in. I actually gotta lock in. Like, it was not even funny anymore. And so for the next 2 days, I studied so hard. I studied for this, like, my life depended on it. And the interview was gonna be online. And I remember it was the second day that Johanna was here. It was early in the morning. I sat in my kitchen and I did the interview, and Johanna could hear me in the next room. I just knew I crushed it. I really did. I did so well. Like, I just knew it. And I felt incredible for that, you know? Doing something within the interests that I truly have and giving it my all. I feel like in university, as like my years went on, I kind of lost that trust in myself to give it my all for something that I cared about, because I was so fatigued from doing studio work and doing painting after painting after painting. I just couldn't anymore, which makes sense, but I lost that trust in myself to really, really go for something that I cared about. And I almost forgot the feeling that you get afterwards, that pure drive and a different type of confidence. And I was able to enjoy the rest of my time with Johanna because it was Friday. And so I kind of like took that whole weekend and just didn't think about anything. And on Monday evening, which is today, I got a call back already. It was so quick. And they asked me to be a part of their company as an intern. And I'll be starting really soon, sooner than I anticipated moving to London, but I'm up for the challenge. And I've completely forgotten about the previous job offer of the other one that I went to London for, literally in my last video. I've Completely forgotten about that. I'm like, okay, it's so obvious that I just want the art one. It's so funny how I almost didn't see that at all before. I was so convinced by my like comfort or need for it that who knows, if I never sat with that discomfort, who knows where I would have been now and what I would have to do in the future because of it. You know, I would have signed myself up for something that I didn't truly love. And what would that have got me? And I really believe that like life repeatedly puts you in uncomfortable situations where ultimately your life will be determined by how willing you are to be uncomfortable. And I feel like that's applicable to most things. And how willing you are to confront yourself, to confront your fears, your insecurities, your doubts, and reflecting on them with compassion, with understanding, and love at the end of the day. If you can do that, then the pathway for your life will be completely rerouted. And I feel like that is like actually what gives me so much trust in myself or in the way my life is going to go. Because if I can continue to do that, then I trust myself to keep opening the doors that lead me to the correct place and keep going for opportunities that are truly made for me, and to not give up on myself when I feel uncomfortable or insecure, inadequate, all these different things. So now I feel like I can go home and I can recenter and I can breathe again, breathe with this new found peace of knowing that I did, or I've ended up in the right path for me. And you know, this is going to be really hard. I know it's going to be really challenging when the time comes that I have to start this whole new chapter, this whole new industry that I've never tried or had the chance to work in properly. And I think I'm just ready for that. I'm ready. Because being ready is a mindset. And I don't need to physically be ready. I'm not ready for this flight tomorrow, but in my head, I'll be ready. So, apologies for the really rambly video, but I really hope that, I don't know, if anybody takes anything from this, it's to just sit with the pain, sit with that ugly, dark feeling that you might have inside of you, because who knows what you will find on the other side once you actually accept it and move forward. What are you gonna do otherwise? You know, the time will pass anyway, so it's completely in your hands how you want to spend it. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you took anything away from this, just anything. I'm grateful that you're watching this, and I hope to see you soon. Next time I make a video, it'll be in lovely Manila. So see you there.